What is up, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick sort of fixed blade state of the collection. I had to zoom it way out because of this bad Mama Gemma. This is more of a kitchen knife, and I have other fixed blades in the kitchen, right? I got a chef knife and some stuff like that. We're not talking about kitchen knives here. We're talking about fixed blades. And this is something that my dad made back when he was a kid, and he's since now, passed away. Rest in peace, sir. Many years ago now. I think he would have been around 90 or something today. But he made this in high school, I think it was. So sometime in the 40s? God, I don't even know. I should have looked up his dates and stuff. But yeah, 40s, 50s is when he made this knife, living on the farms in the Ozark Hills. Ozark Mountains. So I kept it. It was one of the pieces I got, one of the things I got after his passing. And it's just very cool. At some point, I probably need to clean it up and sharpen it. I don't even know, but I don't know. I thought it's cool, so I thought I'd bring it out. I have done a video on it previously. Now let's zoom back into normal zoom and put that one off to the side. Over here out of the way. So I'm becoming more of a fixed blade person, and I kind of wish I was in a spot or did the activities where I could carry them to really get more oomph from them. But let's just run through real quick what I do own. This is the Unita Crispy Donut Community exclusive fixed blade. Very cool. And I've done videos, I believe, on all of these already. So you can go back and look. I have a fixed blade playlist that I will put at the end of the video. This is a really cool, just EDC type size and knife. So I think that's very cool. And if you're into the donut thing, you get it. If you're not, I get that too. You think that's dumb, and that's okay. Totally okay. We're not going to really go smallest to biggest. We're just going to kind of grab some here off of the table. This is an SE 5. Actually won this from the Medford guy way back, years ago now. This is a cool beater knife. This thing could do pretty much anything and live to tell the story. So this would be a really good truck knife, trunk in the, trunk of your car type of knife. For if you're out somewhere and you just need to go and beat on something. This is not a bad way to go. All right. Something else that I've had forever and ever. This is a Kydex sheet that my buddy Gary made for me. This is the Cold Steel Recon Tonto that I got from them as a second. You can see here they mark it as with a 2, meaning it's a blemish or it's a, didn't cut the mustard. So I got a good deal on it. I got this maybe 20 years ago. I don't know. It's been a long time. And really the problem is the coating was just too heavy. So you couldn't see the markings. That's the only problem with this one. Other than that, it does great. I used this one out in the yard a little bit to, tackle some brush when I had some flooding in the backyard. So it's got some mud and stuff on it. I thought I cleaned it up better than that, but there's still some mud in the grooves. But this is their grivery handle, whatever they call it. I don't know. I saw this in the Cold Steel catalog, and I had to have one. But I didn't really like the nylon sheath that it came with. And back in the day, Gary was making a bunch of Kydex stuff. So he hooked me up. We'll stay with the Cold Steel theme. And this is the, what is this one called? I don't remember. I don't think it's called the Super Edge. I think that's what they call this edge. Maybe it is the Super Edge. This is a really great box cutter utility type of knife. It's pretty cool. This is something that you could really just carry on on your jacket as a pull cord thing, maybe. But this is just a really good utility type knife that's not big and scary and it's not going to scare anybody. if you were to pull that out in an office setting. Papa Bear knives. This is the Essential Gen 2. I just happen to have the box over here on the side that I could look at. This was gifted to me by Aussie Mike. There is one other fixed blade that's not here, that's over at the Beard of Doom. Another Papa Bear knives. Golden Necker, I think is the name of that one. But I wanted to get this video. I was kind of in the mood to do a fixed blade state of the collection video. So Papa Bear knives, really cool stuff. Alan, he does some great stuff. We've had him on the EDC hour with Alex and myself. Very cool. He does not make the sheaths. He has a sheath maker. So other than that, though, he does great work on the blades. And that's something that you could just use and beat up and not worry about. This is a carbon fiber fixed blade. I got this years ago also off of a buddy on Instagram, RE Edge, I think it's called. Very cool. Great for non-permissive environments. Check your local laws. I'm not advocating anything. This is truly a defensive type tool. This is not going to cut anything, but it's pokey. I don't know. I thought it was cool. I have an affinity for carbon fiber, so I had to have it. All right, let's talk about Red Horse Knife Works. Speaking of something else I have an affinity for. This is the Mini Hellraiser fixed blade. Super cool. Again, I don't really EDC a fixed blade. I don't even use my fixed blades, but I have them because I kind of like them and I kind of want to love them and I kind of want to carry them, but I don't. I love Ed Kim over at Red Horse Knife Works, so anything I can do to support him, and buying this one when he had one of the last couple available because he's not doing these anymore, I just had to. Yeah. I buy a lot of things like that just to support people. Much like this guy here. This is the Phil Harvey Kiradashi. Kiradashi? I can't even... Probably pronouncing that wrong because I don't have it in front of me. It is a utility fixed blade. This part is sharpened. The rest is just D2. It's very cool. I love Phil Harvey. He's made me some big folders, and I'll do a video on those again shortly once I get my Peacemaker back from Beard of Doom. But this one's super, super cool. This would be really good for leatherworking, carpet, super just legit utility work. It needs a sheath or something. A guy I've got some knives in that I'm helping sell. He does leather work. He offered to make something for it. So if the knives don't sell and I send them back to him, I may include this in the box and see what he can do. I don't need a sheath I can carry or anything, but I do just want either some sort of a leather something or a Kydex something just to protect the edge when it is over in the drawer that one sits in. All right, here is another fixed blade from Frank Fisher. This is the Frank Fisher Battle fixed blade. It's only made a handful of these, and this is AEBL steel, and it's something he just really whipped together really quick and down and dirty for me. There is a few chips and some stuff in it because this is something he made for me really quick because he had one of my battles that he was doing spa on, and it took a long time. So he felt bad. So he busted this out and didn't even include a sheath. He just shipped it like this. And then I reached out to Lancelot Leather, who made this sheath for me. And again, I'm not going to carry it. It's just something to protect it as it sits on the shelf over there. This one, Jim Skelton, my man. It glows in the dark, guys. He sent me a video of this, and he started the video in the closet all glowing and said, I've got something you might be interested in. I don't even know if I finished watching the full video that he sent me. He texted me like a 30-second video or whatever. And I just said, okay, how much? Yeah, I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for the glowing in the dark. And let me charge it up here. It's not totally pitch black here in the room, but I think it'll give you an idea. I think it's a little, I don't know if it's brighter in person. It's about the same. You get the idea. I'm a sucker for the glow. And so there you go. And this is a super cool sheath. Again, I haven't really gotten to the point where I've carried this outside the house or anything. I've carried it around on my belt here and there in the house, and it is cool. And yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on fixed blades, guys. Do you EDC a fixed blade? If so, why and what? I think they're cool. I'm into them, so to speak, but I don't know. Check out my playlist over here of all the fixed blades I've done, because I've done other ones that I don't own, but these are the ones I do own. And there should be videos of all of those over there in the playlist. Thanks a lot, guys.